With remarkable people. To see if we could become something more. So when they needed us, we could fight the battles
that they never could.
In time, you will know what it's like to lose. To feel so desperately that you're right, yet to fail all the same. Dread it. Run from it. Destiny still arrives.
Evacuate the city. Engage all defenses. And get this man a shield.
Fun isn't something one considers when balancing the universe. But this does put a smile on my face.
Good evening, good evening, good evening. And look what we've got. We have the panels of all panels with us tonight. We've got Philip Brady, a.k.a. The Godfather. We have Mia, a.k.a. Little Scrappy Doo, ready for any fight with anybody, anywhere, anytime. And we've got Colm, a.k.a. I don't know what he is, but big up to everyone. You're on mute, Mia.
He has to be, doesn't Colm have to be the faceless one? Because we.
Oh, yeah, the faceless one. Yeah. The chat tonight have a task. We want to give Colm a nickname, a nice nickname, something that says everything what Colm is. A lovely man, good personality, supports a really dodgy football club, which is not Doncaster Rovers.
They're dodgy as well, in all fairness.
Okay, well, he supports two dodgy football clubs. So we've got to come up with a nickname for Colm tonight. And Ash from Asthmatic as well, a.k.a. Ashmatic from Southview Courts, is joining us later. Let's go around the house here. Everyone is. Philip, how are you, sir? You've had a busy day. You've been dealing with finances, dealing with Levy, dealing with all the transfers happening. You must be exhausted being Daniel Levy's bookkeeper.
Yeah, it's hiding all this money. It's a bitch. It really is.
I actually wondered what B word you're going to use. Daniel Levy's B, and I was thinking, oh, what's he going to say here?
Yeah, well, anyway, it's after 9 o'clock. I can say things like that. Yeah, I'm fine. I'm grand. Looking forward to tomorrow now. I think this could be a good game for us.
Yeah, it can. And then, of course, we've got the lovely Mia. Absolutely. Always a diamond. She is the diamond of the Spurs community. How are you, Mia, from Spurs Between the Lines? Always giving your head a wobble. Every time I see Mia on the stream, she's doing this all the time. So she's always giving her head a wobble. But how are you?
Yeah, I'm good. Thank you very much. Been busy as per usual, but I'm doing well. Yeah.
It's great to have you on. And also, let's be a bit gentle with Colm. Let's be a bit kind. We need to show Colm some love and some care inside of us tonight. Colm, how are you? We know it's been a tough week for you. How's Doncaster Rovers doing? You looking forward to the game of the weekend?
Yeah, really looking forward to it. But no, come on, let's face it. Everybody here knows me as the Man United fan. I'm not doing too bad. I've been playing some Football Manager to take my mind off of things. Managing Wrexham. I drew Manchester United in the FA Cup and beat them 1-0. So Man United are shit on my FM Manager game as well. So it's fine.
Yeah. At least you're looking forward to one game this weekend, Colm.
Yeah, whoever Donny are playing, yeah.
Yeah, not the other one. Which we'll talk
That
about
is
later.
the elephant in the room. Yeah, we're going to say something, Mia?
I forgot what I was going to say now.
Right, let's see who's in the chat. Tonight we've got Carl Simpson. Big up, Carl. He says, good evening. How are we playing already tomorrow? The week has gone so quick. I know. We've got Liam Hartley as well. Evening, everyone. Big up. We've got Daniela Zito as well. Big up. It's good evening. I hope Colin is looking forward to United beating Liverpool on the weekend. Colin, are you looking forward to it?
No, not at all.
And then we've got Daniela Zito. Leighton Orient are better than Doncaster Rovers.
No, never been. Yeah. I'll have none of that.
And then we've got, do Wigan have a chance of beating Man United in the FA Cup third round? We'll go around the panel. Colin, we'll leave you to last. We do ladies first. Mia, does Wigan have a chance of beating Man United?
Absolutely, of course. We're going to probably the favourites.
Yeah. Philip?
First time in 12 FA Cup games United have been drawn away from home. I suppose the luck had to end somewhere, but no, I can't see even United losing to Wigan.
I don't. This doesn't this doesn't happen very often. But I'm agreeing with Mia. This is like once in the blue moon.
Wow.
This happens. Come on,
Put a
Wigan.
knock on the
We
wall.
can do it.
Come on,
We can
Wigan.
do it.
Colin, I'm on your side on that one. I think you'll beat Wigan.
Colin, where are you standing on this massive tie?
If it is a massive tie, you're right. Now, I think we should have enough to beat Wigan. Well, I'm saying we should. That's the big word there. Should have enough to beat Wigan. But at this rate, I think even my second team, Derry Rovers, could beat Man United in FA Cup, and we're not even in it anymore. So,
yeah. This person in the chat, I'm not going to mention you. Not even worth mentioning. Please don't come into my chat and start saying what you're saying about a friend of mine and also a guest on my channel. So I'm actually going to block you. So I want to say one word to you. Bye-bye.
That's 2 words.
Do you always have to be blooming diplomatic, you? You're like something. You're like one of the
Exactly correct.
diplomats, right? Go into a meeting, right? And somebody says something, you go, no, I'm not agreeing with that. I'm not. You're like that Farage fella that went into
Don't liken me to him, please.
Anyway, so there we go, and we've got Phil Coys. Big up, Phil. Good evening to you all. Big up, Phil Coys. Big up.
Phil.
We've got Daniel Zito. Orient are League One.
yeah, there might be, but there might be.
Daniel's up for the fight today.
There might
Go
be,
on,
but guess
Daniel.
what? Guess what? We've been in Championship more recently, so shove that up your pipe and smoke it.
Oh, don't fight
Ooh.
Daniela. She's a lovely lady,
Yeah.
Colin. Leave it out.
You apologise to her.
No, I don't think I will. I'm
hang
up
on.
for a fight tonight. I am
You
up
have a
for a
stand
fight
off.
tonight. Bring it on.
Right? Can
If
I
only,
just
if only your football team would show that much fight, eh,
Yeah.
Colin?
Well,
Show
somebody
their bunch
needs
of-
to.
It's like showing they're a bunch of pussycats, to put it nicely.
Colin, there's a yellow card. You're in the sin bin.
Shove your yellow card.
Ooh.
Right,
Oh,
we'll
dear,
have
oh,
to
dear,
take this up
dear.
to the Godfather level. This
I
is now
think,
gone
no,
up to the
I think we have to refer this to the FA disciplinary panel. This is getting out of hand here now.
No,
Come on
hang
now.
It's fine. It's fine. I've got Arteta's guys beside me. It's all right.
I'll be talking about that later. Don't worry.
This has been referred to VAR. Hang on, I'm getting something in. They cannot make up their minds. Saying this down to the referee.
Can I be the referee? Because I want to
Yeah,
send
of course
him
you
off
can.
for that.
Yeah.
You can
The
get
re-
sent
the-
off for that behaviour, Colin.
the
You
rest
don't
of-
come in here and start fights, all right, mate?
The ref didn't see it. He was asleep.
Oh dear. I was hoping for a peaceful show, but I love this. I love it
You'll be
when
lucky,
Mia
you'll be
gets
lucky.
into a scrappy do outfit and gets going. Tequila. Oh, what have I walked into? No, I won't have anyone come in here and disrespect our guests and somebody like Mia as well. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I won't have it.
Yeah, that's
And I
fine.
won't stand for it. I'm sorry. Me and Philip do not stand for any of that shite on here.
No,
Do we, Philip?
no.
You see, Philip? No.
Absolutely not.
No.
German, I'm agreeing with you. No, absolutely not. No. We have to protect Mia. We have to protect Colin. Protect anybody
It's
that comes
snowing
in.
in Wexford. That's why you're agreeing with me. The only time you agree with me, it starts snowing. Got him looking.
Looking out now.
Yeah, we do have to protect Mia. Colin, have you got your grain pot poster up? Yeah. Look, Carl, please, can I say this right? I spoke to Colin earlier. Colin, do you want to say it or shall I about Sky Sports reporting today?
Oh, Sky Sports. Sky. What can we say? We pay lots of money to Sky Sports, and they can't tell the back arse of a horse from a banjo. This whole Graham Potter thing is not happening. I'm telling you for a fact. Manchester United have not even spoken to Graham Potter, and Sergeant Ratcliffe's not even in charge, so he can't speak to Graham Potter about taking over Ten Hag. So they're talking utter shite as always.
I mean,
There's more chance of Harry taking over there, I think, than Graham Potter.
And Ron Weasley.
We need him at this rate.
Well, they've already got Voldemort. Voldemort's already there.
That's true. Dumbledore's up in the director's box.
Yeah. What would Hermione be up to, do you think, Mia?
I don't want to say what Hermione's going to be up to.
Probably supporting Man City because she's smart.
Yeah, she done the right thing and chose the right side of Manchester.
Yeah. Yeah, that's so true. But yeah, please, that we broke it yesterday that the Jim Ratcliffe deal has broken down. There is a report in the Qatari media as well that he's going to resign from resign from buying Manchester United. So Jim Ratcliffe hasn't got a say on what happens at Man United yet. So Sky Sports, get your facts right. Me and Mia beat you to the Harry Kane story, by the way.
That'd be a first.
Do you know, we beat Sky Sports 3 times in the summer.
Hmm.
Do you know, there you go. We should be Sky Sports, you, me, Mia, and Philip. 3 of us should be running Sky Sports. Liam Harty, if Man United lose to Wigan, be the end of Ten Hag. Welcome, Potter. Potter ain't coming, and Ten Hag will not be there by then if we lose on Sunday. Daniela's rolling around the floor laughing so much she's got a bellyache. Daniela would be better. Daniela would be a better manager than Ten Hag. Yeah.
I agree to that.
There you go. Mia as an assistant. Her and Mia and Ellie. The 3 of them. The 3.
Yeah, we'll sort them out.
You couldn't call it Man United. It would be Woman United.
Yeah. We've got what's going on. Is everything okay? Says Ellie. Everything is fine. I dealt with it.
All good.
Yeah.
Mia's bodyguards dealt with it. We dealt with it. We
I don't need a bodyguard. Thank you very much. I can defend my bloody self.
Yeah, but you're a lady and you're on our channel, so we like to protect you.
I know. I appreciate it. I do appreciate it.
Notice Colin didn't say anything. He didn't say a bloody word. He's too busy.
Yeah, well, because he's like the rest of the team that he supports, and the rest of them lot, a bunch of pussycats. And the first word being the operative one.
Trust me, I'm a Yorkshireman with an SIA license. I can go toe to toe if I need to, but I know you're a very strong woman. You can do it yourself.
Thanks, Colin. I like that. Yeah. See, he thinks I can do it myself.
Yeah, that's why we call you Scrappy Doo. We've got Mia. Yeah, Mia and laughing. Carl Simpson. Carl Simpson, another one's rolling around it. He sits in his room, right, with his white cat. He thinks he's Blofeld. He sits there robbing his white pussycat. You know. We've got Thfc fan. Me as a Man United fan.
So why are you called Thfc fan?
Yeah, that's a bit weird. But anyway,
confused
with Manchester.
I think what it is, I think he's that fan that did support Man United, rung up Talk Sport, said, I'm fed up supporting Man United for 60 years. I'm now going to support Tottenham because I like the way they play football.
Is that your burner account? That's Column's burner account.
It is.
Don't tell everybody. Don't give it away.
It is. And me as a Man United fan, me seeing Tottenham, they are playing good football. Press every team. Although your team has faced a couple of losses, you can see the tactics and the style of play. Look, Mia, very quickly, I'll start with you just going around the houses on this. Are we playing the way we're playing so good football? Are we the envy of the Premier League?
I wouldn't say that the envy, but I think people enjoy how we play football, and I think people who actually know about football and what maybe Postecoglou could do, maybe a bit worried because they think if we're playing like this so early on, imagine what we can do when he's got more players that he wants. You know, this is the very beginning, so they should be afraid. They should be very afraid.
Yeah. Philip, what do you reckon?
No, I don't think we're the envy, but I'll tell you what we are. We're the neutral's dream. Anybody that likes watching football without any real allegiance to a club would head for Tottenham's games because they see the style of football that's been played. Like, you're never going to convince Arsenal, Chelsea, West Ham, those type of fans. But the more normal fans that there are there. I mean, I'm not saying Chelsea fans, Arsenal fans, and West Ham fans aren't normal, but
You are.
or maybe I am. Yeah,
okay.
maybe I am saying they're
That's
not
right.
normal, but yeah. But the rest of them, people that maybe support lower league teams like watching the Premiership will come to Spurs because they know they're going to get good football, which is completely the opposite of what we've had for the past 4 years. Which I would run a mile. They would have run a mile from watching Spurs, but now they're back watching us.
Yeah. And Colm, as a Doncaster fan, do you envy watching Tottenham?
No, I don't envy watching Tottenham now. I enjoy watching Tottenham, and the thing I've seen is, and you might not like it, but I'm going to say it anyway. You remind me of a lot of how Brighton played last season. Brighton were very good last season, and it's the same as what Tottenham are doing this season.
Yeah, but as with your Man United hat on, do you look and think, God, can we have a manager like Ange?
No, I don't. If we talk about Man United later, I'll explain why.
Are you still Ten Hag in or Ten Hag out now?
I'm still backing Ten Hag.
Fair enough. Well, here's a question for you: Why does Ten Hag play Luke Shaw at centre back while he has Varane on the bench?
He's been playing Luke Shaw at centre back because Varane and Ten Hag had a falling out over a personal matter, and obviously that seems to have been resolved now with him playing Bayern in the Bayern game. Seems to have sorted out, but. I think it's also part of the fact to keep his value, seeing as how he's going in January by the sounds of things.
Yeah. But big up Daniela. And listen, everyone, please hit the like button, hit that subscription button on all channels. Our mate Tequila will put all the links in the chat for you guys regularly during this stream as well, so everyone can follow the links, and also pick up your memberships as well, and pick up and send in those super chat or a super sticker. I know times are hard, so we don't expect you to, but if you do, we do appreciate it. And all channels do, like myself, me and Phillips, Mia's channels, Colm's channel. We've got no big bankers behind us. We all do this by ourselves, so any little bit helps. Is that the Tesco ad or the Aldi ad or the Asda ad?
Every little helps.
It's Tesco, isn't it?
No,
I thought Asda were Asda price.
Yeah,
no,
Tesco's
but
every little bit
we've
helps.
got talking of that, we've got a defender you can have. His name's Eric Dyer, Colm. He's great.
No, we're good. We're good.
No,
we're
you
good,
love
pal.
him.
No, it's fine. No, we've already got one of your outcasts. We don't need another one.
And here he is. He's late, but he is a bit late. It is Ash, aka Ashmatic from Southview Courts. How are you this evening, sir?
I'm good, man. How are you guys?
Hi, Ash.
Yeah, we're doing all right. We're trying to convince Colm to become a Tottenham fan.
I'm failing miserably.
We are phasing. So it's down to you. Me and Philip couldn't do it. It's down to you. Ash. All the pressure is on your
no pressure. No pressure.
Can't you see how happy we all are?
I like the misery and being punished, apparently. So,
well, don't
listen,
worry. Don't
are
worry.
you United? Are you a Man U fan? Is he a Man U?
Yeah.
Oh, listen, we've been there before, man. Like, we know how you feel. So,
see, Ash is the only nice one in this chat right now.
And I feel it for him. We've been there, literally. Like, we were crying into our pillow sheets last year. So
this time last year.
Yeah, we are you.
Look,
I feel your pain, my bro.
No, don't worry. Conte's on the way to you, Colm. Conte could be on the way to you. Good luck.
Yeah. I'll be booting him back on that plane as well.
If you think Ten Hag is bad, right? Conte is 20 times worse.
I don't think Ten Hag's bad.
I mean, Conte drove me and Philip not to think about or love Tottenham anymore. That's how bad he drove us away. God knows what he did to Mia and Ash. I mean, we went to the AC Milan match, didn't we, Philip? And it was like, we said afterwards, why did we bother?
Still having nightmares about it.
I am. The only funny thing was, I will still say it that night. Me and Philip meeting two AC Milan fans that we thought we'd get them on the channel for do a pre-record like a interview, and we thought they're from Italy. Do you want to pick up the story, Philip? It's the most funniest thing. It really is.
We're in the Spurs shop and we saw these two, a fella and maybe his daughter with AC Milan scarves on them, you know. So we went over to that. Do you speak English? You know. Oh, cheers, man. We're from Ireland. They were from west of Ireland. They lived in Milan some years ago and supporting into AC Milan. You know, so just all the AC Milan fans in Tottenham. There was thousands of them. We had to pick the only two that came from about 100 miles down the road from where I live. You know. So, it was so funny. It was so funny.
Yeah, it's
the guy wouldn't let us film, Dermot. Do you remember? The guy came up, wouldn't let us film anything in the Spurs shop. Yeah, so we didn't get the interview after all.
I was going to give it a plug, and everything was going to go around. This is what you can buy. Look at this lovely top here. Philip was going to model a few tops first. You know, we had it all set up, and just I don't. It was the day before me and Ellie were stuck in the Philip and Dave and Jack were doing the stadium tour, and me and Ellie were in the canteen. Me and Ellie were like two little kids in the toy shop. It was like, should we interview this person? We interviewed that person. Yeah, it was so funny. It was the best 2 hours of my life. It was really funny. Just the 2 hours.
The match was the worst 2 hours. That was a real mix of emotions that week, that night.
Anyway, so did you put your in for your Ash, did you? For a tequila?
Yeah. I put it twice by accident.
Yeah.
But hey,
that's all right. It's okay.
Yeah.
Double the subscriptions. We've got Carl says, love it. Ashmatic turns up stylishly late, as smooth as anything. I was thinking Smooth Criminal. That came into my head when that actually just came in, a bit like Michael Jackson's Smooth Criminal.
I think that's calling the criminal. Do you know what I mean? He comes on your show. That's not very nice, is it?
I can see Ash doing the moonwalk. Yeah, it's like smooth. Yes. All right. Smooth Spurs fan. How's that? Is that better, Mia? God, you're feisty tonight.
You can call him what you want. I'm just saying, to call a guy a criminal when he comes on the show ain't very nice. You know what I'm saying?
Ash knows what I'm on about. No, I need to stir it up, Scrappy Doo. You go and have a Scooby snack. And sit over the corner right from there. Oh, it's going to be one of those shows. I can feel it already. I can know which way this show's going. Downwards. THFC fan column. FTSM, you are deluded. Ten Hag is breaking records and he had invested but in a poor way. Onana is letting goals in. I'm Ten Hag out. How can you defend this manager who has no style and no tactic? I'm really confused. Are you a Man United fan or a Tottenham fan? I'm just really confused here.
You see, THFC fan, you can have your opinion all you want. It makes you an uber prat and a twat, but you can have it all you want because clearly you don't watch enough football to know who Ten Hag is and what his style is. Go and look at the players in our squad that have sacked Ole, that have sacked Jose, that have sacked Ranić, that sacked Louis van Gaal, who has sacked Moyes. They're still there. It's not the manager, it's the players.
Which I think we'll be able to highlight later on in the program. We've got a little slide.
And it goes on to say, Ten Hag needs to be sacked. Bring in a manager who sticks with its principles and can show his style of play and tactics and press like Tottenham. Ten Hag had investment poor and an absolute liar.
Well, he's not lied about anything, to be fair. Yes, he's made some errors. Every manager does. Not every manager is going to have a 100% record in transfer. Not even Sir Alex Ferguson, the famous Bebe incident, He got that one completely wrong. So, and how can a manager implement the style of play that he wants to play when he has players from 4 previous managers that don't fit his system of play? Answer me that question, because I've trained as a coach. I've played the sport. I know what it's like.
How many players would you say fit his style and his ethos? How many players would you say have gotten into I don't know. Well, how many would you call a success in your opinion out of the signings that you've done so far?
Out the signings that he's done so far?
Yeah.
See, that's a really difficult question.
Yeah,
Mason Mount's not at the time. I think Mason Mount will be a decent signing because he has got a lot of football IQ. I think Højlund's going to be a good signing as well. He's only 20. We've got to remember that he's a kid when it comes to the world of football. I don't rate Onana at all. You know, I really don't. I think that's the biggest blunder he's made is Onana. Anthony's been playing really well recently as well, and I think once he's got the players around him, we'll see the best of him. So that's what 3 out of 4 signings that he's made that I think will do well.
Right. Why do you think he's not playing someone like he's playing McTominay instead of Mason Mount? Is he not? Or
Yeah. He's playing McTominay instead of Mason Mount because McTominay it is a confusing one because everybody seems to love McTominay. Every manager we've had in loves McTominay. Right. I don't know whether it's the height because he's a tall player. I don't know whether it's that. But the issue with Mount is he plays the same position where Bruno plays. That's his best position. Yeah. And obviously you can't drop Bruno because he's the captain.
Oh, you can. Philip would. Philip calls him Moaning Mini.
You can, but as a standpoint, seeing as though you've took the captaincy off Maguire and gave it to Bruno, you can't from a managerial standpoint.
Yeah,
all I'm going to say is, I think Man United is where Tottenham were 3 years ago, and this is where Man United are now. But we'll get on about that later. Now, guys, over the last couple of days, the Turkish league has been suspended because of the referee assault, and I'm sure we've seen all the videos online, and we saw the videos on X, what's just called Twitter, as well. Philip, I'm going to start with you and go around the houses. What did you make of it when you saw that video, Philip? It was shocking, wasn't it? Sickening.
It was, but you know, of all the leagues in Europe, if this was ever going to happen, I predict it'll happen in Turkey because they get so wound up about their football over there. Like, you know, when I'd say when Man United played in Istanbul there a couple of weeks ago, I can guarantee you there was fireworks being let off outside the hotel at 3 o'clock in the morning to wake them up and keep them awake and try and disrupt their preparation. They really take it seriously. And that chairman or president or whoever he was, his team had just been pulled back to 1 each with a late equaliser in the 97th minute. And he just lost the head, and now he went. And now he's had to resign. Now he's in jail. He's probably going to get jailed for this. And then the fans weighed in and started kicking the referee when he was on the ground. So it was shocking. It really was. Could it happen in the Premiership? Absolutely. Absolutely. Because there's more than likely to be a fan that'll do it than a member of the board of the club that's involved. But it can certainly happen here, yeah.
Mia, what did you reckon of it? Do you think it was right that the Turkish league was suspended? And can you see it happening in the Premier League?
I do think it's the right thing to do. We can't have that kind of behaviour because when we saw it was Jose, weren't it? He incited a little bit of that towards the referee, and you saw like he got punishing. I'm sure he got punished because it was really bad. Like, as much as we don't like the referees, you can't have physical violence. That's just not acceptable. I'd like to think that it wouldn't happen in the Prem, but it could well happen, because look how the anger builds up with referees. And I do understand people get frustrated with referees, but it is never, ever acceptable to use physical violence, Joe. It's like, it's really, I felt really sorry for him. And you saw the picture after of his face all swollen and that. It's like, it's horrible, man. Like, it's assault. You can't be doing that. It doesn't matter.
Look, Colin and Ash, look, I can go back to the time where Graham Souness was manager. I don't know if you remember this, guys, as well. He was manager at Galatasaray, and was it Fenerbahce said to him, took some claimant because he had a heart attack. And I think they were playing in Fenerbahce, and he went in and put the Galatasaray flag right in the middle of the pitch. I mean, Colin, look, we've got incidents happening out in the Turkish league all the time. We've seen a bit of Galatasaray, especially in Man United's group this year in the Champions League. They're not involved within UEFA, so UEFA can't do anything. What do you think will happen from this? Well, should FIFA get involved, or what should happen on a world governing body level sort of thing?
Yeah, I think FIFA do need to get involved. This is assault. Let's put it bluntly, it's assault. Obviously, FIFA will have to get involved in it 100%. And obviously, the federal authorities will be getting involved in it. For it to actually happen is a complete disgrace. I know we've had little things happen. That player came on during I can't remember when it was, a couple of years ago, Aston Villa, and Jack Grealish that got punched in that game by a fan. But what I think we're going to see is, especially in the Turkish league, I think it's going to happen. obviously people won't be allowed to come on the pitch. They'll like presidents or anything like that were stopped. And I think you'll probably see cages go back up around the grounds, so it keeps the fans off the pitch, like it used to be back in the 60s and 70s. There were cages, weren't they, to separate fans from. I think that's what's going to happen now.
Do you know, Ash? Are we heading back to the bad old days of football? Do you think? Do you think?
Nah.
Look, if you look at it,
It's a one-off. Honestly, I think it's a one-off. I don't think it's anything more than that. Obviously, it got a bit overheated, and something should be done, rightly so. They should punish the individuals, because look how many fans go and they all get punished as a result of it. It's not really fair. Like, those fans are behaved. They're doing their stuff, but Turkey, obviously, Galatasaray in particular, if the ultras are doing that, then I do understand them being penalized and punished accordingly, so it doesn't happen. And so they make an example of them. But do I think that would happen again? No, I don't. But me personally, I don't think it would happen again. But does something need to happen? Yes, 100%. Something needs to. They need to be made an example of, even behind closed doors, points deduction, just so they know that this is a serious offense, and this is absolutely, like, you can't do this again.
No. I mean, how shocked were you? I'll start. Go to me. How shocked were you, Mia, when you saw this? When you saw the video, and if it did happen in the Premier League, what should the Premier League do? I mean, is Colin on the right track here when he says if it did happen in the Premier League, that offences could go back to the bad old days? I mean, could it get that worse, or do you think the Premier League's the referees are too protected within the Premier League for that to happen?
Yeah, I don't think we're going to go back to that. I'm going to be honest. No. Like I say, I really hope that it wouldn't happen. We have incidences every now and again, like the one with Jack Grealish, but it's not like a regular occurrence, and I hope that it wouldn't be either. I really would hope so.
We had an incident here in Ireland recently in a Gaelic football match where one of the substitutes on the team went out and punched the referee after the match, and he got a 96-week ban. So I'd say if it happened in the Premiership, the team would probably be ordered to play behind closed doors for a match until the end of the
we had the Eric Cantona thing back in the 90s when he kung fu the Crystal Palace
kung
fan.
fu man, yeah.
We've had.
But that's unusual for a player to attack a fan now.
30 years ago. That's how long ago? 1993. 30 years.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Look how long ago. Like,
that'll never happen. That'll never happen. Eric Dyer did it a few years ago.
But even Spurs, we can't even get a protest. We can't even get feet on the floor. Like, it's just, we're not that club. I'm sorry, guys.
Yeah.
Tottenham, mate, but another club, right? Joe, the kind of place that probably would have it happen is somewhere like Millwall, isn't it? Because they're a bit,
they're
a bit mad at that.
I mean, I don't know. That's just my opinion. But yeah, obviously Turkey is a little bit different. It's a bit more. The more you go into Europe, it gets a bit more techie. Like, it gets a bit sticky. Yeah. So,
what though? Even Turkey, it's not even proper Europe, man. It's like near to like Egypt or them kind of places, like where they're hot, like the heat is up in it. Like it's like a heated country. Yeah, it's a hothead country. Like I know because Cyprus is right near Turkey, isn't it? So.
I mean, you look at the South American football; they're mental over there. How they attack referees, it's just, I think it's passion, but the passion over balls, doesn't it? And sometimes people do. I'm sure he's regretting it, that the president of this Turkish club. And to be fair, they did get the Fair Play Award last season for being the best team in the league.
Getting to this season.
That is a comical thing. So look. I think we're all on the same page. We can't see it happening in the Premier League, but
it's the kebabs that does it. It's the kebabs get them going.
Yeah. Well, don't worry.
Don't be sad about the kebabs, man. I'm quite offended by that.
No, I mean Turkish kebabs. Turkey's the home of the kebab, really, isn't it?
Well, apparently, how is it? Carl Simpson says using Dom beef for 50%. Apparently, the Keeler says Just Eat shares have gone up by 50%. Carl Simpson. We've got, what else we've got here? Don Bele rang up fast food saying, "I've got some time off. Get my orders ready." Oh God! And he's coming back to the club. But guys, look, we'll move on for that. Now we are going to go on to a little subject close to close to Colum's heart here. A little bit of home truths, Colin. We've got a couple of starred questions from your new best friend in the chat, Colin.
Oh, it's fine. I'm ready for a good scrap. Let's go.
Yeah. Okay. I've started the third one, but what I am going to bring up is put a bit of context to this. Now, forget the red bit. That's who the players are out for the Sunday game against Manchester United. They're the potential absentees. But on the other side, it's all the players that played under all the managers since LVG Van Gaal came in.
Louis Van
So we've
Gaal,
got
yeah.
Martial, Shaw have played under 5 managers. So it's Rashford, McTominay. He's played under 4. Dalot, Landorf played under 4 as well. And then Maguire, Sancho, AWB, Fernandez, Van de Beek. And then the rest of them have played under, is it 4 there, Philip?
3.
Is it 3?
Yeah.
Yeah, 3 managers.
Yeah. Wire
So-
down, they played under 3.
So I'm actually going to start with Ash on this, and then going to go to you, Mia, and then me and Philip, Colin will go sort of last in this. Now, we did have a question in here. Man United's 14 players who have been at the club under the last 3 managers. How does this figure compare with Spurs? Because we've been compared to doing the same thing, that players at our club haven't played for the managers, throwing them under the bus. Is it worse at United than it was with us, or is United where we were, say, under Mourinho?
It's crazy because I was saying like yesterday that if United had Ange, would it be different? Because for me, with United, it's not just about the players, it's more about the culture. And I make the comparison with us and them because the culture under Jose was toxic. And it was toxic from United. So he went to United, made it toxic, came to Spurs, same thing. And then obviously we had Conte. Fans were split, fighting each other. But then Ange has come in and he's had some of these same players that we thought, would never start. We'd never see the likes of maybe like some have been here the whole time. They've been here the whole time and we're not used them. And then all of a sudden we're using players and they look completely different. So going back to Manchester United, having those same players, maybe under a different manager, like, is it the culture? Would it change slightly? I don't know. I'm just throwing it out there. I don't know. Because obviously Ten Hag has his style of play and he tried to do his philosophy, didn't work, got nervous and then changed it. I think 3 or 4 games in, I think it was against Brighton. He was like, yeah. Or Brentford, he was like, no, this can't work. I'm going to have to switch it up. Whereas Ange, fortunately, he's coming with his philosophy and he hasn't changed no matter what's happened. Even when we went down to 9 men, he's stuck with his philosophy. He hasn't switched. And he's had some of the same players that, Conte's had and Jose's had. But obviously you're saying 14 players. That's quite a lot. So maybe, is it a case where you look at what Ten Hag wants more players out before he gets the style of play that he wants and the culture that he wants in his team? Because Rashford's just not up to scratch at the moment. But he was one of the best players for them last season. So what's going on there? It's I don't really have the answer, if I'm being totally honest.
It's a bad one. It's a confusing one, isn't it, actually? I mean, Mia, look, we can remember growing up, all of us can remember the Fergie United, how the team were united and everything. And when Fergie left, you could see the foundations starting to crumble. How can we compare it to Tottenham 3 years ago? Or is it worse at United than it was with us now when it was? Do you know what I mean? The same time period.
I think it's probably worse for Man U because don't forget they would come from a position of winning everything to this position where but with Tottenham we never had that in it. Like it wasn't like real winning stuff, to then drop off. But Man U have dropped off majorly, like massively. But I said this to Colin earlier. The fact that the problem they've got is they keep doing the same dance with the same thing. Like with these managers, they keep like getting rid of these managers, getting a few new players, but they ultimately have still got the players, like you say, have had so many different managers. Until that changes, until a manager can come in and really get rid of those players, nothing's going to change because they do the same thing They work hard for one season, then they just down tools when they're like, Joe, what? I don't like this manager anymore. I've had enough. And they're kind of down tools. And even their best player, like what Ange said, with Rashford, one of their best players, he's not even playing well. But the other issue you've got is like multi-layered with Man U. Is not only that, is that we've got the manager falling out with players and players coming out and being outspoken about it. Then you've got other stuff of obviously Man United players getting themselves into trouble in ways with things. So that's being looked at. So everything in Man United is under a microscope, and all that, even including the players. So their behaviour off the pitch as well, and then obviously having the scraps with the manager is all coming out. So it just looks so bad on Man United, like the whole lot. Like something needs to be completely changed with that, and that I think includes getting rid of a lot of these players that they've still got in. And in a way, we've started to do that, and Ange has had the power to do that. But I don't feel like any manager that's come into Man U has truly had the power to do that. No. I know that he got rid of Ronaldo, but that wasn't enough. Like, that wasn't enough, really. I think he maybe thought a big player like him getting out might change things, but it did, but only temporarily. It was like a temporary fix. Really, you need to get a lot of these players gone. The ones that have been basically like coming in with like being okay for a season or two and then down in tools. Like, that's what they need to do.
I mean, Philip, look, I'm leaving you to last, Colin, because it is your club and you are a fan and you have a lot to say. And you have a right to respond to THFC fan. I'm still confused if he's a Man United fan or a Tottenham fan. I'm just finding it's a weird.
He's probably a City fan.
I probably is a Man City fan. That's a good point, Colin. I'm still confused. He should put Man City.
There's Man City fans. I didn't know that. I thought it was only about 2 or 3 of them.
Yeah, one of them's in chat.
Yeah. Philip, now we've found the 3 Man City fans of the Premier League. One of them is in our chat. We should be grateful. You've seen, look, I go to you in this because you've seen a lot of football. You've seen Man United during the years under Doherty and then under Ron Atkinson and then the Fergie time. Have you ever imagined Man United, if Matt Busby was talking to Alex Ferguson now, what do you think he'd be saying to Fergie, looking at the club that he built from the ashes of the Munich air disaster?
He'd be saying, I'm spinning in the grave quicker than you are. That's what he'd be saying. I'm going to generalize a little bit. This is not just United. I know United have got the problem. I'm putting a lot of the problem of these longevity players staying for years, right? When you buy a player for 15 million or 20 million or 50 million or whatever it is, right? You're going to put him on a long-term contract because you've put a huge investment in him and you want to get your money's worth, right? Now, you look down to the first division and the second division of the Football League, right? I guarantee you there's maybe only a handful of players who have contracts longer than 12 months or 24 months because those guys are playing for their future, right? To get a new contract. You look at the number of players that move on in Division 2 after a year. They're let go by the club. That's not going to happen because they're too expensive. So this is why United have got a lot of players hanging on their long-term contracts. Spurs are the same. We've got Hugo Lloris sitting on his arse doing nothing for the last 6 months. We've got Eric Dyer, who's now got an attitude problem as well as brain. We've got Ben Davis, who's a long-serving player, but at least he's doing something for the squad. We've got Sonny. We've got Højbjerg. They're the longest-serving players we've probably got at the club. And maybe I missed one out there. But I think the problem with this, the Man United have, and a lot of, maybe not some other Premiership clubs, not so much the lower league clubs, is, and it's going to be addressed now by the FA, by the 5 years is the most you can sign a player for now, right? As of now. But long-term contracts to me breed complacency. I know I'm going to get my money for the next 5 years. I don't have to really test myself. So I think shorter contracts are the answer to make things more competitive and players move around an awful lot more.
Interesting.
Yeah. Colin, do you want to respond to THFC because he's starting to lose his Man City wig a little bit?
Well, I think
he's got his Highland hairpiece on him.
There's a 4 here. So do you want to bring them up all together, or do you want to answer one at a time?
I'll destroy him one at a time. It's fine. So, first of all, I think you need to go and do some research on how Mason Mount actually plays football because he fits perfectly into Eric Ten Hag's system. I've already said the reason why he's not currently in the team. What do you want him to do? Play at right wing? Because that's not his best position. Number 2, Scott McTominay over Mason Mount. Wow. Okay. You clearly like players that can only impact the game by scoring a goal here and there and then disappears for 90 minutes of the game and hides behind players when people try and give him the ball. Yes, okay, Ten Hag is stubborn. Yes, it is a bit of a downfall to him. But again, you're blaming the manager. Why don't you look at the players? Because that's who's causing the issues. The players down tool, like I said, down tools from David Moyes, Louis van Gaal, Jose Mourinho, Ralph Rangnick, who, by the way, came in to try and rebuild and said it's open heart surgery. Nothing's changed about that. It's still open heart surgery at Manchester United.
Right. Question 2.
Yeah, we can't be a top 4 club. Not this season. You're right, we can't. Why is he playing Why is he playing the players who got other managers sacked? Why is he playing them? Right. You go through the squad and tell me who's going to play. Please tell me who's going to play. Eric Ten Hag's brought in 5 or 6 players. You can't play football with 5 or 6 players. You have to use the players that are available to you. And when you've got the amount of injuries that Man United have, yeah, you're going to have to play some of those players. It's common football knowledge.
All right, and then we've got that one there. Sorry.
Like I said, he can have his opinion. He's saying downhill manager, no style, no tactics, this, that, and the other. But he got Man United a trophy last season. Did he have any? No, did he not have knowledge then? When we won the Carabao Cup, did he not have any knowledge or tactics when he got Ajax into the later stages of the Champions League? And Tottenham did very, very well to beat them, but they had tactics, style, and everything then. So what has it all gone just because he's come to United? No, he's there. He just doesn't have the players to play his system. That is all it is. As soon as he gets the players to play his system, you will see a different Manchester United. But we can't do that because 1, we've got no money. 2, nobody wants to buy our crap because they know what they're like. That's exactly their issue. It's not the manager, it's the players. You've just seen a graphic of how many of these players played under so many managers. And guess what? None of them are here because the players, like you've put there, are overpowering the managers. We are not Player FC. We are Manchester United Football Club. We do not get dictated by players.
Interesting, because
the name of the show has now been changed to Question Time with Column, featuring the Spurs, Man United fan, or both, or City. But as Carl said, who knows? Who absolutely? I wonder could take a poll in this random panel. Mia, is he a Man City Tottenham fan, or is he just coming in looking for trouble?
I think he's a troll of actually Liverpool. I'm going to go get an off-key one and say he's a Liverpool supporter.
Yeah. What do you reckon, Philip? Liverpool fan?
Could be. Yeah, could be. I mean, they're probably drowning your sorrows. We got beat tonight. Yeah, could be.
Yeah. Ash, what do you reckon?
Who cares, man? Carry the show. Exactly. Carry on, man. Carry on the show.
I like that. Colin, you defended yourself with dignity, man. I have to say, fair play to you. Fair play to you. But it still doesn't answer. Sorry, go on, yeah.
Oh, no, it's just that Ash was going to say something, that's all.
Sorry, Ash.
No, I completely forgot now. It's cool. Don't worry about it. Carry on.
Sorry. But it still does. Look, we look at Tottenham and the problems we've had and managers, 4 managers, right? Man United have had further managers than us. I'll start with you in this, Mia, then I go to Philip, then Colin, then you, Ash. Mia, does our players like Dyer, Davis, Højbjerg you can put in there as well, and other players, is Ange getting it right now? Is he getting the players out? He's getting the players sort of, away from the first team. Do you think Ange is doing the right job at Tottenham?
Yeah, no, I do. I think he is. I think that he's starting to get players gone. I know that some of them have gone out on loan, but I do think that's his plan to get those players out. And you can see he is, I think, going to be allowed to do that as well. I don't think there's going to be anything to say he can't. I think maybe someone like a Davies might stay, but I do think that players that like a Dyer and Lloris, I think they will be gone. And I think the only one we're going to have a problem with is Ndombele. So he's going to come back. It's going to be a bit of a situation, but there are still a few players out on loan we need to get rid of. But I think he will be able to get rid of them. Yeah.
You look at the both clubs, Philip. Who has the right philosophy at the moment? Who has the right answers to the questions?
Oh well, I suppose at the moment you've got to probably say Tottenham have because of the uncertainty of Man United over the ownership and whatever, you know. But as regarding the players coming and going, Ange does not suffer fools gladly. I think the most pertinent word he's uttered all season at one of his conferences was somebody asked him, would Eric Dyer be featuring in the next match? And normally you would come out with a blasé statement like, oh, well, Eric, he's trying very hard to get fit, but I don't honestly think he'd be ready for this game, you know? Ange just said one word, no. That to me spoke volumes. That player has no future at the club. And now suddenly he's got injured again. So I think at the moment you've got to say Spurs have probably got the better. Now that may change, you know. The football is fickle. Look how we were riding high a month ago, and look what happened then. You know, so United if you go on a run now, it brings them right up the league, and a lot of this will be swept under the carpet until the new owners come in. But we'll have to wait and see.
We do. Ash, the last thing before I go to column. Do you think Tottenham and Daniel Levy have the right attitude now to back Ange and show other clubs to bridge that gap between us and the top clubs in the Premier League? And also, sort of cap off the question as well, do you think the Glazers and Manchester United are going to go further downhill as Tottenham rise up?
It's a hard one because it's all dependent on January now. You've seen Ange already come out and say, I want a centre-back. He's made it clear, made it known. Yeah. So it's down to the club to back him. And what I mean by back him, give him the players that he wants, not what the fans want, what he wants and what he thinks is right for the club. And if he wants, player A and B, one for the wing, one up in the midfield, and those are the three players that he thinks are going to be enough to push on, then I don't see why not. Obviously, we've tried to tie down two players. One's tied down already, so we're not trying. Udogie signed a new contract for until 2030, so that's a good 6 years, 6.5 years now. He's going to be tied down. 6 years, sorry. 6 years going to be tied down for. So already the club are trying to make a statement by saying like, oh, obviously Ange trusts this guy and we're going to back Ange and we're going to put him to a new deal. It's interesting because the comment, I can't remember who made it, but someone said that short-term contracts are better because, it keeps players hungry and keeps them up top, I kind of agree with it. But it's funny because we just tied down Udogie to a 6-year contract, which is a long contract. So our Spurs knee-jerking, did Daniel Levy knee-jerk on that decision to quickly give them a contract because maybe another club was circling around? And to be fair, it's pretty quick that we've given a contract to Udogie and now Sarr. Obviously, we've heard that Sarr's on 10 grand, peanuts. Obviously, he does deserve a bumper of a deal. But if we see another 6-year deal, are these players, is it too soon or?
How long did Udogie have left on his contract before do you know?
I don't know, but I'm assuming it wasn't too much. I think there was a clause in the contract.
Wasn't it, Ash? 2 years? Something like that?
Possibly. I reckon there was a clause in the contract, and that's why clubs are circling around in January thinking, we might be able to prize this guy away. And so maybe that's why we kind of went across and did the whole 6 years thing. But fair play. Anyway, back to the question, Manchester United. With Man United, it's a tough one because I honestly think they've got a culture crisis going on, and that needs to be sorted out. Half the fans are like Ten Hag in, and other fans are like Ten Hag out. So football is, like you said, very, very fickle, Philip. Philip said it. And I think Man United, they're not done yet. I think they're going to come back up. I think they're going to get a few good results. They might even surprise people at the weekend. And before you know it, they'll push up the table. They could be pushing for top 4. Because remember, they were only like 3 or 6 points behind us. So who's to say they can't go on a run? It may be ugly. The style of play might not be pretty, but at the end of the day, results talk. So I would not write out Man United whatsoever. I would not write them off. It's Manchester.
Yeah, Colin, last one on this subject before we move on to the Premier League preview. We'll go over the fixtures, get everyone's predictions. Where are you seeing this for United now heading? Do you think it's going to get worse before it gets better?
I think we're at the bottom of the barrel as it currently stands. And the only way from there is up. That's what I think. I just think a lot of work needs to be done. And, like you were talking about envy earlier on in the show. And one thing I am envious about Spurs is the fans. The fans are very rarely divided, unlike United are. There's this brainwashing culture that's going around that it's not the players, it's Ten Hag. Let's get Ten Hag out. And then you've got other fans that are saying, no, it's the players. Let's keep Ten Hag. Let's get rid of the players. And then there's others saying it's the Glazers. It's all their fault. There's no one answer when it comes to Manchester United. And obviously that's going to affect everything. Absolutely everything. The players here, everything. There's people within clubs that watch little fan channels like this one and FTSN and stuff like that. They've got people watching the content. Of course they do. And that gets referred back. And all it takes is one player to hear something. And then that gets spread. It's very, very difficult to be a footballer nowadays, especially with how much social media there is and everything. But I think Man United will be on the up. Whether it's this season or not, I don't know. Whether it's under this manager, I don't know. I don't have the answers. But I just want us to actually back our manager that we fought to get in there. It was him or Poch. And people seem to forget that.
I've got a question. I've got a question real quickly. Because how reliable is Mark Goldbridge? Is he a reliable commentator in the Manchester scene, or is he just hot air and waffle?
No, Mark Goldbridge has got a lot of sources. He has got a lot of sources. He is quite reliable. However, I know of other people, and Dermot knows of other people that have better sources. So when that news comes through, it tends to be, I'd probably say about 95% of the time, it's right.
Because I heard something today. He was mentioning about Jordan Sancho maybe staying past January. And he was basically kind of indicating that, maybe Ten Hag may not be there. I don't know if you've heard anything about that from Mark Goldbridge.
Yeah, I mean, I've spoke to people about it myself, and I think Dermot spoke about it on a show as well. There is talk ongoing in the background for potential replacements for Ten Hag if things don't get better. That is going on. But of course, the main thing here is this whole takeover thing. Nothing can be done until this takeover happens anyway, because Manchester United don't have the money to sack Ten Hag. And that is the big thing. Man United have no money. We're broke. We've got nothing.
Yeah, I mean, was it you that told me, Colin, that United could end up in administration in the next 3 years?
Yeah, many years ago. If some money isn't pumped into the club, then within the next 3 to 5 years, they could go into administration, because the Glazers have no money left to put into. Well, they have, but they just won't put it into Manchester United.
And also, Philip, Amir and Ash as well, I'll put this to all of you. We heard this new rule that if a club owes another club money, the Premier League now have the power to stop that club issuing any new players, registering new players. Just very quickly, or no, do you think that is a good deal for the Premier League? And do you think it's a good thing for football and the Premier League, Philip? Yeah, and nay.
Yeah, because they did it. Barcelona suffered under that rule in Spain recently, and it is a good thing. It stops clubs spending money they don't have.
Mia, do you think it's a good thing? That rule coming in, if you owe money to another club, you cannot register any new players into that. That is wiped.
As long as no one finds a loophole for it, yeah.
Do you think they will find a loophole in it?
Probably.
Yeah. Ash, what do you reckon? Good or
Man
bad?
City will anyway.
Yeah.
I don't know. Like, it depends. You could look at it two ways. Like, obviously, you want teams to play by the rules, and you want things to be fair. Because half the time, Manchester City, they've got over 120 charges against their name. Chelsea, who knows how many charges? If they weren't there, how many clubs would have had like titles, trophies? Like, so for the fans, it's like, wow. But at the same time, for the Premiership, you kind of want the best players coming here. And sometimes it's exciting when these new players come up. You get to see big stars, and it helps the brand. The more players that are in the Premier League, the better. So, like, I'm more on the side of the first point I made. That I think, yeah, I agree with you guys saying, you know, you shouldn't be able to spend money. No way. You shouldn't be able. If you owe an X man money, pay him. It's that simple.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I'm here to see the best players come in at all costs. I hated it one time when all the Brazilians were going to the Liga, like all the Ronaldinhos, all those type of flair players, and we weren't getting any players anymore. And I was like, oh man, I want to watch the Liga. I don't want to watch Premier League. So I would hate it that we lost players to other leagues because of these type of rules, in my opinion.
Yeah. And Colin, do you think it's a good thing, yes or no, for the Premier League and football in general?
Yeah, I think it is. I think it's it evens out the playing field so much more, you know, because there might be a player out there, you know, this up and comer, and you know the likes of Spurs are looking at him, or United, or maybe a Villa or somebody like that. But obviously, depending on how much money is owed, they can't physically go get him. So it gives these other teams a chance to go and get this up and comer, and you know it'll benefit them.
Right, so we are now going to go through the Premier League predictions. Everyone's going to give their predictions. Philip's going to write them down. We're going to put this up in the community section as well after the show, and we'll see who is right and who is wrong. And we're going to run a little league, guys. We're going to run the league, and whoever wins the league at the end of the season, as a channel, Thfc Till I Die, will buy you a gift from the Spurs shop. We'll buy you a little something, a little Tottenham gift as a way of winning a trophy. And Colin, if you do win it by some miracle, we will all club together and buy you a Man City shirt.
Yeah, cheers, mate.
I was going to say some tissues to cry.
Oh, that's a good point, Mia. We can buy him Andrex. There you go. Buy him a little Andrex poppy.
We'll see. We'll see at end of season. We'll see.
Yeah. You know, we think Mia will win this because Mia will find a loophole. She will find a loophole to win this competition.
Why are you trying to accuse me like I'm the one that cheated by the loophole? Right,
I'm joking. I'm joking, Mia.
Rude.
It's Philip, actually, but I didn't want to get into trouble. That's why I said you.
You just did.
Yeah. Anyway, here we go, guys. And we've got a Carl Simpson with just bring this up to member for 2 months. Big up, Carl. Thank you so much for the support. Thank you so much for all your fun you put into the chat. The way you go into Mia's chat, you go into our chat, you're probably in Ash's chat as well. So big up, Carl Simpson, the Blofeld of the Spurs community, him and his little pussycat as he strokes it, thinking of how to take down the Glazers for Colin and Daniel Levy for Tottenham. And he says, Dermot, has Daniel Levy sponsored this competition, spending money in the club shop?
Yeah, tut, Dermot.
Oh, no. Look, I'm entitled to spend money in the club shop. I have a voucher, and I will use that voucher for the winner of this competition. So technically, I'm not spending any money. I'm spending Tottenham's money, basically. But anyway, let's get on with this before I dig myself into a further hole. It is match week 17, guys. I think it's a week before Christmas. 1 week before Christmas, the 15th on Friday, and we kick it off with Nottingham Forest away at Tottenham Hotspur. As you can see, Forest here, 4 defeats and a draw in the last 5. Tottenham have only won 1 in the last 5. So both on bad runs. Spurs are 5th in the league. Forest are 16th. 9 wins for Tottenham to 3. It is an 8 o'clock kickoff, of course, at the City Ground. It is live on Sky Sports, but come here and watch it with me and Philip here tomorrow night at 7:45. Turn the sound down and let me and Philip bring you the joys of supporting Tottenham. Philip, I'm going for a Spurs win. So I'm going for a win. Mia?
Yeah, me too.
That's the win. Ash?
2-1 Spurs.
So that's 4 wins. What are you going for, Colin?
I'm going for a Nottingham Forest loss. So Spurs win.
Okay.
Nicely put.
So that's a clean sheet.
Clean
We've got a
sheet.
few people. We've got Carl going for 3-1. Ronnie's going for 4-0. Big up, Ronnie. Philip was that shocked by that by Colin. He's now run off to check his lottery numbers. While we're waiting for Philip to come back, and Ellie has put 2-0 Spurs. So don't know what he's up to now. Should we be listening? No, we won't be nosy. We won't be nosy. You won't be nosy. Yeah, everything all right in Brady land?
Yeah, I'm gonna have to shift location. My battery's about to go dead, and my charger's in the other room. So I'm just evicting the wife so she can go off somewhere else. So.
He is very
Good luck
brave.
with that.
Yeah, very brave.
Exactly.
Mr. Brady.
Exactly. If I'm not
brave.
around now in 10 minutes' time, you know what happened.
Yeah, Philip somewhere in his back garden. Anyway, Saturday 16th match week 7.
In the pre-dug hole that she's already got ready just in case.
Oh, there's three of them out there. There's three of them.
So if we ever go up to when we go up to pay respects to Philip Wright and we see rhubarb spraying out the hole, you know, when it's buried.
No, not rhubarb. That'll be red. That couldn't be. No, can't have red rhubarb. No.
Probably would be
nothing
rhubarb.
red.
Yeah. What do you reckon, Colin? You're very quiet on this subject.
I'm just listening. You know, I'm just here in case anybody needs an alibi.
Yeah. Could you give me, Mia, and Ash one, please?
Bournemouth v Luton, huh?
Now, Bournemouth v Luton. Of course, Luton. Look, I couldn't find anything between Bournemouth and Luton. So I am going for. Do you know what? I'm going this every season. I'm going for a Luton win. Probably won't happen, but I'm gonna back little Luton.
I'm going for a draw.
Draw. Mia?
I'm going to go for a Bournemouth win.
Ooh. Ash?
Yeah, Bournemouth, 100%. They're like one of the most formed teams in the Premier League right now. They got like Liverpool form on them. Luton are terrible away. They're only good at home.
Yeah.
Bournemouth all day, sorry. Billing, they've got Solanke up front. Bournemouth are cooking. Sorry.
Philip under the patio.
Right.
Oh, dear. Philip, and then he says, Philip, your dinner's in the dog.
Yeah. Actually, the cat's got us. The cat's got us earlier.
Mia, what you got? Oh, you done. Right. Colin, are you going to back me on this?
Do you know what? Last time I backed Luton, I was with Philip Brady when we backed Luton, and they won. So, do you know what? I'm going to back Luton again.
Good.
There you go.
Well,
See?
very good. So 2 Lutons, 2 Bournemouth in the draw.
Nice.
Yeah. Yeah. And then we've got 2-2 draw for Gerard, and we're going for Bournemouth 2-1 from Ronnie, and Bournemouth 2-1 for Carl Simpson. So that's that. And then the next game, guys, Chelsea, El Sacchio against Sheffield United. It's on sports, of course, in Ireland. This sort of opens the whole debate about 3:00 kickoffs in the UK being blacked out. It's ridiculous. Me and Philip can watch it in Ireland at 3 p.m., but you guys in England can't see it, which I think is ridiculous anyway, but that's another thing. Chelsea, 1 win in the last 5. Sheffield United, also 1 win in the last 4. Same as Chelsea. Look, for me,
Come on, Sheffield United.
Do you know what I am? I'd love to. Me and Philip both said Poch will get the sack before Christmas. So Sheffield United to win 1-0.
Yeah, I'm going to go for Chelsea. I don't want them to win, but I think they will. I think this is the game that will save his career for another while anyway.
So actually, I'm going to go for a draw.
Yep, same. I'm going for a draw.
Stop copying my homework, man. What's the matter with you?
No, come on, lad. You see what it is? I could put context to it. It's Sheffield United, Chris Wilder. They got the manager bounce. I don't think they'll have enough to kind of do Chelsea away because Chelsea actually don't actually play that bad, but Chelsea just can't finish. Can't finish the dinner. They need a striker. So I just expect Chelsea to have a lot of the ball. Sheffield United to stink it out away from home. But yeah, Chelsea at the bridge.
I can put context to it. Like I'm just chatting absolute rubbish, but you still copied me anyways. Like,
all right, I'll go before you then.
Handbags at door. Mia, calm down. Calm down.
Calm down now. Colin, what's your prediction? Hang on, I'm going to change positions here. Argue amongst yourselves there for a minute.
Whose position? Did you give your prediction, Ash?
My battery's just about to go.
Yeah, draw. Apparently I'm fucking Mia. Oh.
Yeah. Colin, what are you going for?
I'm going for a Sheffield United win because Chelsea couldn't even beat Man United.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Right, we'll wait for Mr. Brady to come back before we continue. While he's changing his back. Look at him. We're gonna get a view of Mr. Brady moving now. This is David.
I can't mute it here, sorry.
This is David.
We need some sort of music. No, we need some like sort of kind of like music.
Your wish is my command. Hang on. Where can we go? Can we use this one? This is all we can play before we get copyrighted. Here we go. Oh, should we play this one? We'll play this one.
Anyone joining now thinking, what the hell's going on?
Sorry, I should be standing up for this. Actually, no, I shouldn't. Yeah, it's my national anthem. We should be standing for this, Philip. There you go.
What are you playing the national anthem for?
Well, Mia wanted some music, so I really couldn't play Hawaii 5-0 because we get copyrighted. Yeah. So if I played the national anthem, Colin, were you standing for that, Colin?
Vertically or horizontally?
Yeah, I was vertically standing for that. Philip was just looking like a jockey.
I was standing up. I was moving house.
Ash was thinking I could. Ash says I couldn't care, and Mia's just thinking this is a load of bollocks. Anyway,
Man City versus Brighton.
Man City versus Brighton. Man City versus Palace.
Oh, Palace. Sorry. Yeah.
Now, Man City, 1 win out of the last 4, 3 draws and a defeat. So Man City haven't been on a great run. Crystal Palace have been in such a magnificent one. They haven't won at all. 4 defeats in the draw. I'm going for a... Do you know what? I'm going for a Man City win. I can't see anything less than that.
Yeah, I'm the same. Man City will win this one.
Yeah, me too. Go me. Say Palace. Or be different.
Say a draw. Palace?
Say a draw.
Listen, you wanted to start a fight, yeah?
Say a draw.
I think Man City are going to win.
Oh, she's copying us, guys. Loser. What's a loser?
I don't know.
Going for the old enemy there, or is he going for Brighton?
I don't know. Is Rodri back available? So that makes a massive difference. Yeah, I'm going to have to go City.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Okay.
And look, I'm just going to play this for you, Ange. This is the new number 1 for you, Ange. Okay, we'll just play this for you. Thoughts running through my head. What to see of his dead. I'm loving big and instead. And through it all, when you want to, we think that was the cover. Whether I'm right or wrong, it's that road. If you keep your heart to see go. Now join in, Colin. There you go. That was especially for Colin. Hope you enjoyed that, Colin.
Why are you listening to a Port Vale fan song?
No, he's changed over the Spurs. He's changed over the Spurs.
Yeah. You didn't realise Big Christian Gross was at the end of that song, did you?
Only until today when I heard the end of it. I said, Christian Gross, jeez.
Now, Deitch, Mr. Deitch is going back to his old club, Burnley. It's a 5:30 kickoff. It is live on Sky Sports. Do you know what? Everton actually on a good run at the moment. 4 wins and only 1 defeat in the last 5. I'm going for an Everton win here, guys.
Yeah, so might.
Mia?
I'm going to go to. I think it's going to be a draw.
Yeah, Everton are on form at the moment, so I'm going to go with the form team. Burnley, they just want to play their style of football. I just don't think it's right. They haven't got the quality for it, so Everton win for me.
Colin,
Yeah,
where you going with
I'm
this one,
the
man?
same. Everton win. I think they want it more.
Ellie's going for a 2-1 win. Gerard's going for a 3-0 Burnley win. Carl Simpson's going for a 3-1 Everton win. Martin said this channel is Port Vale till I die. I think you're on the wrong channel, Martin. Carl Simpson says, I bet Christian Gross heard the song and was like, I knew I was.
Yeah.
Anyone that can remember Christian Gross, believe me, he's not a success.
No.
Maybe for the London Underground, he was a great advertisement for them, but not as Tottenham manager.
I think he thought he was catching strays. He's thinking, why is my name being mentioned in the song? You know what I mean? Like,
Now, we're heading to Sunday, the 17th of March. Of course, match week still 17. We start off with Brighton against the South London club. That should have moved back to South London years ago. They've stunk the place out with North London. Ash, would you please move them? I gave you a job a week ago, you and Mia, to move this club back to South London. Can you explain to me why you haven't done it yet? What's the problem? What's the hold up?
I'm going for fun.
I was going to say, listen, man, like, I'm from that area, innit? So I don't want them back at my area. They can go to another part of London. We just kick them out somewhere else.
Well, where
they go Croydon. Send them to Croydon. Croydon,
yeah.
have them.
Yeah, Croydon.
Croydon,
in the chat, where do you want us to put Arsenal? Anywhere bar North London, please. The choice is yours.
North Weasley.
I heard that there's space in Etihad Stadium.
Well, there you go. Didn't go up to Manchester. There can be the third noisy neighbour up there. Who's the noisy neighbour now up there? Column United or City?
Still City.
Okay, fair enough. Right. I'm going for a Brighton win, by the way. I can't see anything but a Brighton win. South London, Arteta's going to cry. Philip, where are you going?
I'm going Brighton as well, because Brighton have won there the last 2 seasons. So make it 3, lads, please.
Mia, where are you going?
I've got to say Brighton, even if I don't think it's true, because I can't predict for them idiots to win.
Ash, where are you going? Are you going to copy me, or are you going to surprise us all with a breaking bombshell of a response?
I'm going to do it, man. I'm going to do it. I'm going to go for a draw. Yeah, I want Arsenal to lose, but I want them to drop points either way. So yeah, a draw will be lovely. Well,
I'm just typing to Sky Sports Now news at the moment, Ash. Breaking news. Ash predicts draw between South London and Brighton. There you go. Colin, where are you going with this one, man?
I'm going to have to say, I'm going to have to back a very good friend of ours, Bobby, and say Arsenal are going to get a very, very good point from this game and draw.
Right.
I'm getting very confused. The PDF's moving by itself. It's like I've got Casper the Ghost moving it.
It's haunted.
It is haunted.
No, it's me. I'm controlling it because I know what game's coming up.
Is that what it is? We've got Steve Mack. It says never had so much nonsense. He says neither are North London clubs. Woolwich.
He's saying North London as well. North London.
Actually, Tottenham were formed in Tottenham, 100 meters away from White Hart Lane. So technically, yes, they were formed in North London. So please get your facts straight. Arsenal were formed in South London, but Tottenham were formed by 4 lads who used to play cricket and wanted to do something in the winter under a lamppost. If you don't believe me, have a look in the video on THFC till I die. Well, I did the 100 years of Tottenham. John Watson stood in the spot where the club was formed. I'm sure the great late John Watson wasn't 9 either. So they are from North London. Always will be North London. We're proper North London. They're just South London idiots. But anyway, we got Steve Mack. Please hit the like button, subscription button, and hit that notification for further shows. Big up. We've got Daniela Zito's going for 4-4.
Oh.
There you go. We've got Croydon will have anyone.
Pretty much.
Ellie's gone for Ask Poo Poo 2, Brighton 3. Carl's gone for Arsenal 1, Brighton 1. Arsenal have started to look a bit ropey. Gerard's gone for 4-0 to South London. So big up Gerard. We've got Colonel Rounders. Let's
Colonial Rounders. At least they moved on to a better sport.
Don't start on Colonial, mate. Here, I'm related to Michael Collins here in Ireland, so don't get me started. and the fella down below's from Cork. We're from Cork, aren't you, Colin? The county you think I'm not getting
the greatest county in the land.
You start spouting that you should be your own republic.
Damn right.
Yeah, so does Leitrim as well, but they ain't going to get that. We've got Carl Simpson under the old Cockerel cock. Oh, for fuck's sake!
It's why you got him on that one, Colin? It's a while since you got him on that, Carl.
Bollocks! Bollocks! We've got whatever. We've got the Kingdom of Cork, and then I'm not even going to read that out. Can't be asked. Right. We've done them. Brentford against Villa. Villa actually the best run in the league. Actually, 4 wins and 1 draw. A bit ropey away, but on a great run. Us 3rd in the league against Brentford, who are 11th with only 1 win at the last 4. I have to go with a Villa win here. I can't see anything else but a Villa win.
Yeah, I reluctantly agree. I would hope Brentford might got a point there, but no, I think Villa will probably get the momentum they built up will carry on.
Mia, where are you going with this one?
A Villa win, unfortunately.
Yeah. Ash?
Yeah, unfortunately at the G-Tech Stadium, looking at and Brumwell's missing. He was the only guy that I thought had a bit of threat. And now him and Tony are gone. I just can't see where the goals are coming from. So I think Villa are going to get a job done.
And Colin, where are you heading for this one?
Aston Villa is going to win this one. I'm backing them to win the Premier League. Go on, Villa.
Right. Now we've got the bubble blowing Barney the Dinosaurs from West London against Wolves. The so-called European champions. They won a tin trophy, which doesn't mean anything. With Barney the Dinosaur. He's still lost in the nightclub with Camilla, by the way. He hasn't come back from Soho. West Ham, 3 wins, a draw and a defeat in the last 5. Wolves also, a draw and 2 wins and 2 defeats. So on sort of okay form. I'm really going for a Wolves win here. I really want Barney the Dinosaur not to get a win on Sunday. So I'm going for Wolves. Philip?
I would love to say Wolves, but I think West Ham will probably win this one.
Okay. Mia, where are you going with this one?
A draw.
Ooh, interesting. Ash?
West Ham won tonight again, 2-0 against Freiburg, by the way.
Yeah, I'm going for a draw.
Yeah,
it's annoying that she's going before me. It's so annoying. But yeah, draw.
Right, Colin?
West Ham win.
Mm-hmm. I see Villa only drew away to the West Ham. Yeah, he's gone for West Ham. The 2 West Ham, 1 Wolves, and 2 draws.
Ow. The big one, Villa, which you can see live here. Now you can
Villa
see live
drew
here
tonight, by the way.
Yeah, you can see this game live here, of course, on Thfc Till I Die on Sunday. Me and Philip are bringing you the watch along after El Sacchio from Manchester United. It is Liverpool 7, Man United 0. Could it be a repeat this time as well? It could well be. Kickoff, of course, is 4:30. It is on Sky Sports. But come to me and Philip. We'll give you a better commentary than Gary Neville and whoever is partying Gary Neville. Form-wise, Liverpool only 1 draw of the last 4. Manchester United 3 wins and 2 defeats because they did lose 3-0 to Bournemouth in their last game. So, and also crashing out the Champions League as well. I think I should start with Colin first because he is the Man United fan on this panel. What are you going for, Colin?
I hate that you're making me say it. I really, really do. Liverpool win.
Say what? Say what?
That
You're
Liverpool
the Man United
win.
fan. I thought I was being nice letting you go first.
No, because you're making me say that Liverpool are going to win. And I hate saying it.
Can you say it a bit louder? Sorry, I'm a bit deaf. We didn't catch you. What did you say?
Oh,
I said,
geez.
Dermo,
Yeah.
take a long walk off a short pier.
Yeah.
No, you didn't say that. You said Liverpool were going to win. Could you just repeat that again, please?
I am not saying it again.
Carl, did you clip that? Right. So, okay, Colum's going for a Liverpool win. Ash, where are you going with this one, sir?
Yeah, unfortunately, United will try to stink it out, but I think Liverpool will get the job done. They've got too much in that front line, and United aren't on form. They're not playing particularly well. Yeah, I can't really see it any other way.
Mia, where are you going with this one?
Yeah, I think United could potentially get battered.
Everywhere they go. Philip, where are you going?
I am going to be absolutely ridiculous in this one, right? You know, football is a funny game, right?
Yeah, Jimmy Reeves said it quite a lot.
Yeah, I have got a sneaking suspicion Liverpool aren't going to turn up on Sunday, and United are going to get a shock win.
Would you change your mind, Philip, if I told you that even though Liverpool lost today, they didn't actually play any of the starting 11?
Oh,
apart
I know
from
that. Yeah,
Gakpo.
Yeah, I saw that. No, I just get the feeling like there comes a point in every season when a team is down on their luck, and they rise to the occasion. It happens 2 or 3 times a season. I have a feeling Sunday could be one of them. So I'm probably totally wrong. I'm getting delusional like Dermot, but I'll just give it a shot and see how it goes. I'll go for United win.
Do you know what, Philip? I'm looking at you, and all I'm getting is thinking I must watch the 1960s Batman program, because your sitting room is slightly on the kilter. It was like one of remember the old Batman programs back in the day when they used to go and
No, I'll tell you why. They actually, I'm resting my computer on a footstool and it's gone to one side. That's why that is.
It just looked like we were in one of the Jokers or the Penguins' layers.
You mean like that?
Yeah, that's it.
That Fat Man TV series was great. I loved it.
Wasn't it?
Adam West.
It was.
I used to watch that and then watch Happy Days afterwards.
Yeah.
Yes,
hang on.
I did the same, Ash.
This is Colin getting ready for the Man United Liverpool game on Sunday.
To the Batmobile. Let's go.
That's it. And that's all she wrote.
Before you get copyrighted.
I probably will get copyright for the few things.
Less than 20 seconds, you're all right.
I'm now apologising I'm now apologising now, Colin, because I know what I said to you during the week, so I do apologise now, sir.
No, that's fine. And you know what? I love Batman. I really love Batman.
Yeah, I do. Philip, what are you going for? You're going for Man United win. Do you know what, Colin? Because I feel sorry for you, and because you're a mate, and you're a good friend of mine, and you're a partner's channel, I can only go one way.
That's a Liverpool
I'm going to
win.
join Mia and Ashmat to go for a Liverpool thumping.
He builds you up to let you down, Colin. I'll tell you.
Before he even said it, I said he was going to go for a Liverpool win. You'd be silly not to go for a Liverpool win at this point. Let's be honest.
If United win, right, we have to think of a forfeit, right, for Colin, right? He said Liverpool going to win.
Listen,
if United win, what is your
I will
forfeit?
say it for you. I will say what my forfeit is for you. If United win on Sunday, I will run up and down my street butt-ass naked.
Will you video it?
No, we don't want to see that.
Which police station did we bail you out from, Colin?
Yeah. Could you not say something but wearing a Man City shirt or something simple as
God,
that?
no.
Did you have to go
no.
to the running butt naked?
Actually,
I just know it's not going to happen.
Just when you mentioned that, there's a friend of mine at the birthday there recently. He's a huge Manchester United fan, right? And he had to do a forfeit for his birthday party. But, they had to agree to do a forfeit. Didn't know what it was till the game of the night of the party. He had to wear a Manchester City shirt the whole night.
I would disown those friends.
Right. Very quickly,
We wouldn't let him take it off either.
These are the stats here. We've got Haaland, of course, with 14 goals. Salah with 11. Sonny, big up Sonny, Tottenham Hotspur with 10. And then that is your top 8 of the Premier League goal scorers. Top assist goes to Neto with Wolverhampton Wanderers with 7. So is Salah, Trippier as well. Alves
Hold on a
Saka.
minute. I can't see any Manchester United ones in there.
No,
Colin.
it's
What's
either.
going on?
Mia, hold on your horses. You're going to get a shock in a minute.
It's
You're
all right,
gonna
'cause
get a shock.
Madison, your prize boy possession there is only on 5, so I
He's
won't.
been missing
Yeah,
for the
but
last
He's been
month.
injured.
Good.
He's been injured.
Oh, he's
And
been
look,
injured.
shock but horror. There he is, Manchester United's new Peter Schmeichel, top there, one of the top goalkeepers in the Premier League with 5 clean sheets.
Right.
I mean, I told you to hold on to your hats, Mia.
Where's
right.
Vicario? Where's Vicario?
Oh, shots
Um,
fired. What? Oh,
We're still above you in the league right now, though, aren't we?
But where's
clean
Vicario?
sheets. Clean sheets mean what, Colin? We've got
Points.
more goals. We've got
Means
more points.
I love
We've got more points.
I love Ash's reaction just there. He didn't notice Onana. He went, "What? Yeah, what the hell?" Yeah, he is there with 5. But look, guys, we've got 2 more quotes, and then we're going to finish off and get everyone to plug their channel. Philip, you told me this story. So very quickly, do you want to tell the people how Lego Man? And there is another thing as well. I got a phone call from Lego today, Philip, after your quotes at Newsbeat, right? 50% of Lego shares have been wiped off the market because of what you said earlier. So
Well,
Lego have said to me, Dermatron, please, can you please just say to Philip that his grandchildren need Lego, and to put his Arsenal, Tottenham fan aside just to get them Lego. What, you got anything to say to Lego company? Lego.com?
No, I'll start buying Lego when you start putting red bits into it, and everything's not colored red. Okay.
Anyway, do you want to explain how Lego
Yeah.
Man got out of this? This is bizarre.
He obviously has brilliant lawyers, because they came up with an explanation for this. It appears the FA have bought hook, line, and sinker. We all know that he came out and he called the referee at the Newcastle match a disgrace. Right now, disgrace means disgrace, but there is a word in the Spanish language called disgracio, right, which means ill luck, bad fortune, or tough luck. And the lawyers somehow convinced the FA that's what Arteta said, not disgrace, and he got off.
it's a
Now, I'll tell you,
disgrace.
all I can say is he must have the same lawyers as Donald Trump.
Oh dear.
Off of that. Any other manager would have got a 2 or 3 match ban for what they said. He got away with it. No doubt David Dean was on the panel that listened to his explanation.
Mia, would you like to read out this comment by AEE? I cannot do it. I'm sorry. As a Celtic fan, I cannot say these things, so I'll let you read it out.
I think you should have to read it after you just made me say Liverpool are going to win.
I ain't going to say it. It's my channel. I ain't saying it.
Well, I actually side with Colin on this one. I think you bloody well should.
Philip, do you want to say
Thank you,
it?
Mia.
I don't mind. I mean, they did well tonight. They won 3-2 away at Betis, which is never an easy place to go.
That
So
will do
fair
it there.
dues.
He never mentioned the name, so well done, Philip. You got away with that one.
Well done, Rangers.
Oh, hang on.
Come
yeah,
on,
we
you-
missed the game out. We missed
Come
the
on, you
game out.
balls.
We
You
missed the game
didn't
out.
do the
Newcastle and
Newcastle.
Fulham.
Oh, didn't. Newcastle Fulham. Did I
Yeah, I
forget
knew
to
there was
put
a
them
match
in?
missing, all right. Yeah,
Yeah, did I forget to put them in?
you must have, yeah.
Yeah, I did. I did forget
Anyway,
to put them in.
Who's going to win that one?
Oh, Newcastle. Sorry, big up, Ellie, but good shout.
Newcastle. I'm going to go for a draw.
I'm going
It's a
for a
good-
Newcastle win.
Newcastle
Yeah.
home, aren't they? Newcastle home.
Yeah, yeah.
I think Fulham are on form as well, but away from home, I think Newcastle have got enough in them. Yeah, I'll go for Newcastle win.
Mia, where you going?
Oh, go say Fulham. Say Fulham. Say Fulham. Go on.
Go on, say Fulham. We love it. Say
Newcastle win. No, I'm going to say Newcastle win.
Ah, that's right. That's right. Now you
Listen,
know.
I would say great minds think alike, innit? But I don't really want to go there because that's not true, innit?
Do you guys feel we should be somewhere else? Leave these two in the room by themselves, Colin? Do you reckon that? Do you reckon? Are you getting that feeling?
I don't think there's enough room in Dungeon, is there?
It is what
I
it
think
is.
there is. There is a
She's trying to
space
get
in the
one on
dungeon.
me. I'm trying to get one on her. It's as simple as that.
All I can say is, Ash, good luck. We will see you. If we ever see you again, it's been nice knowing you. We
See you
know
at the
what
end of the
Mia's
season.
like. Yeah.
See you at the end of the
If
season.
we hear rumors of you in the dungeon, then we know what's happened. So all I'm going to say, it's been nice knowing you. We'll see you next year. Colin.
Now, Mia, what did you go for in the end?
The Newcastle win.
Oh, dude.
Nah, Fulham win, and Kieran Trippier is going to assist 2 of them.
Nice. I like
Do you
that.
know what? That is why I love this panel and this show. It's such a giggle. I look forward to this show and this panel. The group of people got doing this show, I love. We've got great personalities, and there's always a giggle doing this. So it's always a laugh, and that's what we need. Well, listen, guys, that is the round table discussion. I don't think there was anything else in there, was there, Philip, to talk about? We're going for an hour and a half, so I think it's long enough for everyone.
Philip's talking, but he's on mute.
Damn technology.
So unprofessional. Hang on. Should we try sign language here? Just do that.
I'll do sign language. It might be rude sign language.
Is
there might be only one finger involved. There might be only one finger involved. Yeah,
that
that's the
one.
one.
Okay.
That's the one.
That's
That's the one. Yeah. Swivel on that, as they say. Go on. Anyway.
Yeah. We won't plug our channel. We do last because we're just like that. That's how we roll on here. I mean, Philip's a bit like Rodney. I'm a bit like Del Boy. So there you go. Mia, aka Scrappy Doo, of a Scrappy Doo channel. Where can people find you? And please, honestly, Mia, I love you to bits. You're a great personality, great friend as well, and a great friend to the channel. So where can people find you?
Over at Spurs Between the Lines. I've been doing my 12 days of Christmas, so make sure you keep an eye out for those.
So everyone get over there. Ash, if you were in Scooby-Doo, you'd be like the leader of the Scooby-Doo gang.
Who's the leader? Who's the leader? I don't even know who the leader is. Who is the leader?
Fred. You'd be like Fred. You'd be the ladies' man, Fred. With that
Ascot.
Yeah. Is that the blonde hair dude with sailor top? It was like a sailor top.
That's it. I have heard rumors, actually. I don't know if you can tell me this is true. Have you been picked to be the next James Bond?
James Bond? No, I haven't, unfortunately. No. More like the guy from Taken.
Oh, Liam Neeson.
Liam Neeson.
Yeah. He's on about one of the goons that get beat up by Liam Neeson.
No, he's not.
I wouldn't mind a Razor or the guy from the one that Denzel Equalizer. Denzel. There we go.
There we go.
I reckon Ash should be in the next Men in Black movie.
Yeah, Will Smith. But no, there we go. Ash, aka Denzel Washington. That is his nickname on this channel. Where can people find you? So absolute joy to have you on as always. So thank you for coming on and spending some time with us here.
Yeah, guys, thanks for having me on once again. You can find me down at Southview Coys, and we're gonna do a post-match tomorrow after the game, so catch that. And I'll be back on again on Tuesday as well. So yeah,
everyone, please get over. It's a brilliant channel done by brilliant lads over there. And last but not least, of course, it is Colin from the Full-Time Sports Network, where you can find every sport from beach volleyball to snooker to tiddlywinks, and the new sport that's coming out, Manchester United fans running around the house naked. It's going to be a new cracking sport. Sky Sports have just bought it on box office. So there you go, Colin. So do you want to give yourself a bit of a plug?
Yeah.
Full-time.
Yeah. Full-Time Sports Network. Obviously the YouTube channel, where actually this weekend neither myself or Bobby are actually covering the Manchester United game. We've decided to go for something a lot more entertaining and watch National League football this weekend. So we're covering that this weekend if anyone's interested. And if anybody in the chat, feel free to come and argue with me on Twitter as well, because I'll give as good as I get. You've seen that today. My Twitter handle is exactly what it says on the screen.
Well, don't worry, guys. We will be broadcasting live on the Full-Time Sports Network with the Man United Liverpool game. So don't you worry. We are going to bring you your Premier League fix over there, which we're doing on Sunday, because me and Philip got a video out tomorrow. Our predicted lineup, who we think is going to be in the starting lineup. We've got the injury list as well. We're also, I think we're both on Dave's tomorrow, aren't we, Philip? At 4 o'clock on the Irish Hotspur. I think I'm doing a little bit on We Are Tottenham TV afterwards as well. And then me and Philip were here. We're bringing you the full 90 minutes coverage of Nottingham Forest versus Tottenham tomorrow. Saturday, we're showing you the early kickoff of the North London derby for the ladies. Arsenal versus Tottenham versus Arsenal. And also, I don't know if are we doing Premier Saturday this weekend, Philip?
Sure, we might as well.
Yeah. Premier Saturday, we'll be back. And then that's getting a big revamp after Christmas, by the way. Me and Colin have been talking. I am so excited how it's going to look after Christmas. I'm just so excited about all the new stuff that's coming. And also, we've got all Newsbeat every day between 4. And also the Cockle Clock podcast Saturday night at 9, where we've got the really special guests, Jim and Kate and Jim, from A Guy and a Girl Who Loves Spurs. Not a girl and girl who loves Spurs, a guy and a girl who loves Spurs. Sorry, Jim.
Don't forget to watch along on Sunday then. Liverpool
and then the watch along on
Manchester
Sunday,
United.
because Manchester United against El Sacchio, Man United against Liverpool, where me and Philip will be laughing at whoever loses. But on that bombshell, anything else you want to say, Godfather?
No.
Oh, yeah.
Great show and great company
One more
tonight. Well
thing.
done, lads.
One more thing. Please watch out at 3 p.m. on Christmas Day, where the Godfather will give his Tottenham's King speech. He's been watching a lot of the previous Queen speeches of the past. He is going to give his alternative Queen speech. I want to know who's going to get more views. Philip
There's
Brady.
a king. Excuse me. So there's a king at the moment, not a queen.
Okay. Or King Philip or King Charles. Who's going to get more views?
Cavalier, King Charles.
King Philip of Leitrim. But Philip, do you want to finish off, sir? You are the godfather of the channel.
As I was saying there, it's been a really enjoyable show, lads, and thanks for all coming on. As I say, this panel really rocks when you get going together, and long may it continue. So here's success to all our team at the weekend, and let's wish Man United well against Liverpool. They're going to need a bit of luck, and hopefully they get it, So, and with that, a good night, Dick. Or as Ronnie Barker would say, it's good night from me, and it's good night from him.
Good night from me. Good night from you. Good night from Mia, who wobbled in her head. Good night from Ash Washington down below there. And everyone, please put in the comments just as lovely, soothing, lovely comments about Colin. He is brave to come on here when Doncaster Rovers are doing so badly. So come on, you Dons.
Also, Colin, belated happy birthday during the week there.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, everyone, please wish Colin a happy birthday. He did turn 65 on Saturday. So he's done well.
In the post.
Have you got your bus pass yet? Have you?
No, not yet. I'm not quite that old, although Man United are making me feel that old at times. So I think the Glazers are sending it first class.
Carl says Philip would definitely get more views than the Queen. I can assure you.
Oh no!
Oh dear! Trust me to put my foot in it. We've got Breathe, and then we've got Spurs ladies. Yeah, hopefully he's not rushed back though. Yeah, there is news actually that where did I read it? That Van der Van could be back for the FA Cup game. That's what I saw in the chat.
All right. Okay.
And then Carl says Dermot is Debbie and Debbie does Dallas. Now, on that bombshell, we are going to leave it there. Thank you all for watching.
Debbie.
Please hit us. You leave me and Dallas alone. You're only jealous you weren't even mentioned. But thank you, everyone, for joining us. Please hit a like.
I know what Debbie does Dallas is, Dermot. Maybe you don't.
I very well know what Debbie does Dallas is, Philip. I'm not 2 years old and I'm not behind the ears. You're just jealous because it wasn't Philip does Dallas.
That's right.
Sod off. Right. Please hit a like on Spurs Opinion Lights. Please hit a like on Southwest Coys. Please hit a like on Full-Time Sports Network. Whatever you're doing, like and subscribe to everyone. Come on, you Spurs. In Big Andrew we trust. We're all above the Ange train. Mia, give us out.
Choo choo.